Hi, I'm Gilles from the Gateaux De Gilles. Today I'm making some Christmas chocolate ornament. Very fun, easy to do. So using a plastic Christmas ornament that I bought at the craft store, I poured some chocolate inside and rolled it around. Once chocolate has set, I'm able to remove it. Using a piping tip, dip in hot water, I'm going to just make a small hole inside the ball. Now using my scraping knife, I'm just going to remove the excess of the joint, and then after using a paper towel, I will be removing the shine of the ball and making sure that the seam is disappeared. All over, perfect. Now, using some melted chocolate and some chopsticks that I separated in half, I'm going to glue one of the chopsticks inside the ball through the small hole that we made prior. Taking some chocolate, putting it inside. I'm going to let it set. See, once it's set, it makes perfect ball to be able to decorate on the stick. Now using some pearl dust, edible colored pearl dust, I'm going to apply a coat on all around the ball. The fact that now that the ball was turned matte, instead of being shiny, the pearl dust adheres better. So going all around. Then once the ball is all covered, I'll be using some edible spray, lacquer, just to cover and make sure that the pearl dust doesn't get off the ball. Now see how shiny it comes, and it's safe. I could touch it now with my finger. Look at the difference between the chocolate and the one with cover. Now let's start and go and make some ornaments to put on that. To start with a bit of gum paste, I will be making that little hook that goes on the top of the ball. So rolling a small log of gum paste, cutting a small part, making sure it's perfect. Then with the side of my knife, I'm just going to score it all around, just to give it a little indentation all around it. Now to make the little circular hook that goes on top of it, I'm going to be rolling a thin piece of gum paste. Using one of my paintbrush, I'm going to roll it around just to make sure that I have the right size of hook and that's curled just properly. There it is. Ready to put it on. Using a small toothpick, I'm going to pre-make some holes. Now I don't want to do the holes straight from the top to bottom. I don't want to do them sideways. Otherwise my hook, my round circle, is going to be into a U shape instead of being a round shape. A bit of edible glue. And let's put the circle on it. That easy, that simple. I'll be putting that aside, let it harden a bit more, and later on put it on the ball. Now to choose the size of ornament I want to put on that ball. So I think I'm going to go with the second biggest one. So that's a nice mold from Katy Sue. That's the newest one. You could see that I'm putting the gum paste inside the mold from one side to another, squishing it to get every detail, and then just removing the excess once I reach the end of it. I'm going to put a bit of corn flour just so that it doesn't stick to my piece of plexiglass. Now I'm squishing it really to get all the detail inside, and using the side of my plexiglass, I'm going to be shaving the excess of gum paste there is. I can't do that with a knife, otherwise I'll be cutting my mold. The danger of cutting my mold will be too big. So using that little piece of plexiglass makes it safe and perfect. Making sure I get all the detail. Press one more time to get all perfect. Okay, now it's squeezing it, bending it to get the piece out. And there it is. That easy. They're so much fun to use. Okay, so I'll show you and do a close-up mold now. So starting from one end, I'm going to start squishing it in, going all around, making sure I fill all the cavities, not having too much excess. Removing the excess from there, and then a bit of cornstarch and the plexiglass to squash it down perfectly. Now see the action of shaving it makes it just perfect. There's no lips of gum paste coming out anymore. It just removed them perfectly. I'm just gonna make sure that I get all the details in. Bend it and just release from the mold. I'll be making all my pieces to be able to cover all around my ball. Now to start gluing those pieces with a bit of edible glue on the back of the piece, and then I'm just going to go and apply it on the ball itself. Now the fun part of the ball being covered with the edible lacquer is that I'm able to touch it also with my hand, and I won't damage the chocolate. I won't make imprint on the chocolate. And you see with the edible glue it adheres very well. Let's do another one. And then I'm going to go all around the ball with the same pattern. I just need to align them properly. And there we are. So once I went all around, you see, they're all perfect, they all fit perfectly. Now I'm going to glue the hook part on the top of the ball. So making sure my piece is clean underneath. I'm going to put a bit of edible glue on it and just go and adhere it on the top of the ball itself. It's fun because the glue adheres quite fast on it. Now, gold paint. I love to do that. So I mix a bit of gold dust with some vodka, and I'm just going to go and paint all around the detail. Now that's why I made the gum paste yellow. Sometimes the paint, you don't see all the touch-ups, so it won't show if some place it's missing paint because it's yellow underneath. And went all around the ball by itself. It's coming out quite pretty. Now once the paint is dry, I'm going to detach the ball from the stick now. It's very easy. Just hold the ball, twist the stick, and then remove it. That easy. Look how nice it comes. Put it on the plate. You could fill it with your perfect pudding inside, a mousse, and just serve it like that to your guests on a plate. Hope you enjoy it. I'd like to see yours now.